Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into a real fan favorite, the P-Bandai High Grade 1 144th Scale GN Arms Type-E, specifically the real color version. Our mission basically is to unpack this thing. You know, what makes this model kit special, its role in Mobile Suit Gundam 00, and why it's still so sought after, especially with this upcoming reissue.
Yeah, it's a great one to look at because the interesting part here is how Bandai Spirits really designs things like this strategically. It's not just a standalone kit.
Right.
It's made to, well, really complement other lines. We'll definitely get into the synergy it has, especially with the real Grade 1 144th Scale Gundam Exia.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it keeps getting reissued, like this one planned for September 2025, that just screams strong, consistent demand from collectors, you know? They want that complete look.
Absolutely. So let's get the basics down first. The P-Bandai HG 1144 GN Arms Type-E. What are we looking at? It's a 144th scale high-grade kit.
Yep, high grade.
Price is 5,390 Japanese yen, tax included. It first came out let's see, May 2014.
That sounds right, 2014.
And the next reissue, like you said, September 2025 via P-Bandai Japan. And size-wise, this thing's pretty big once built, right? About 30 centimeters?
Yeah, roughly 30 centimeters, which is about 11.8 inches long. It's got some heft.
Okay.
And that real color part is, well, it's pretty important. It's P-Bandai exclusive, yeah. So usually a bit more premium.
Like the West Store stuff.
Exactly. But here, even though it's just a high grade, the plastic colors are specifically chosen to perfectly match the real grade, the RG1 144th Gundam Exia.
Okay, so it's not just random colors.
No, it's a very deliberate choice. They want it to look like a premium, seamless finish when you pair it with that higher detail RG kit. It's kind of meant to be the definitive look for collectors who have both.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
So building it, what's involved? It's snap fit, thankfully.
Yep, snap fit. No glue needed, which is nice.
And the plastics, a mix.
Yeah, it uses PS, PE, and ABS plastics. You know, the usual combo for structure and a bit of flexibility. Important for something this big. And because it is so big and probably quite heavy, they actually use metal screws to reinforce the structure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. Just remember, it's not included in the box. You got to supply your own.
Good tip. So what is in the box then?
Right, you get all the parts for the GN Arms Type-E unit itself, obviously. You also get a new sheet of realistic decals. Those are usually pretty nice water slides or similar for extra detail.
Better than standard stickers usually.
Definitely. And you get a dedicated display stand, which honestly is essential for this thing.
Yeah, I bet. Now, the really important bit for anyone thinking of buying it, what's not included?
Ah, yes. The big one. The kit does not include any mobile suit.
Right. So that awesome Gundam Exia you see in all the photos.
Sold separately, completely separate purchase. Classic Bandai move, really. Don't want you getting home thinking you got the whole package in one box.
Hey, yeah, gotta manage expectations.
But you know, that ties right back into what we were saying about grade synergy.
Okay, explain that bit more.
Well, technically, this GN Arms can dock with the high-grade 1 144th Exia and its variants too.
Right.
But the real color name, the specific plastic colors, those realistic decals, it's all clearly pointing towards pairing it with the real grade Exia.
So it looks best with the RG.
Exactly. It's kind of smart, business-wise. It encourages collectors who might only have the HG Exia to maybe, you know, consider picking up the RG version to get that perfect advertised match. It builds this interconnected display idea.
That is pretty clever. It creates that desire for the complete set, pushing you towards the other grade.
It's about creating that ideal visual, the one they show you on the box.
Do you think some collectors find that a bit pushy? Like you have to buy the RG? Or is it more like, hey, here's the premium option if you want it?
That's a good point. I mean, yeah, it could feel a bit prescriptive maybe, but for a lot of builders, that precise matching, that official look is exactly what they want.
Right, takes the guesswork out.
Exactly. It guarantees that canon accurate pairing, which is huge for people really into the lore and visual accuracy. It just makes getting that perfect display easier.
Okay, that makes sense. So speaking of canon, let's shift to the Gundam 00 universe.
Yeah?
What exactly is the GN Arms Type-E in this story?
Right. So the GNR-001E GN Arms Type-E, It was developed by Celestial Being, basically as a mobile weapons platform.
Like a support fighter.
Sort of, but its main job was to dock with the GN-001 Gundam Exia. When they combined, they formed the GN Armor. Think of it as like a massive upgrade module.
Gotcha. And power, how did that work?
Well, it had its own GN particle condenser, but that thing had a limited operational time on its own.
Oh, okay.
For any kind of sustained fight, it absolutely needed to plug into the Exia's GN drive. So it was basically supercharging the Exia using its core power source.
Makes sense. And weapons. It looks heavily armed.
Oh yeah. It had 2 huge GN cannons, 2 large GN swords, seriously big blades, and 2 GN beam guns. Just pure offensive power, really.
Wow. Okay, so who pilots this monster?
Well, the GN Arms unit itself, back in 2308 AD in the show's timeline, was piloted by Lasse Aeon.
Okay.
And of course, the Gundam Exia, the close combat specialist, that was piloted by Setsuna F.
Right, the main guy.
So when they dock into the GN Armor, it becomes a 2-person job. Lasse handles the GN Arms propulsion and its main weapons, while Setsuna inside the Exia controls the Gundam itself and its own weapons, like the arm-mounted stuff. They have to work together.
Cool, like a proper coordinated unit.
Exactly. And it's kind of neat how this kit itself evolved, too. The original high-grade GN Arms mold actually first came out way back in 2008.
Oh, earlier.
Yeah,
right.
But it was in a set that included an HG Gundam Exia, but in Trans Am mode colors.
Ah, the pinkish red version.
Right. So this real color version from 2014 was different sold standalone, different colors, those better decals, all aimed at the RG Exia. Shows how Bandai iterates, refining things. And just as a side note, there was another version, the GN Arms Type-D, which Celestial Being made for the Gundam Dynames. That one was kitted out for long-range stuff with a GN twin rifle and missiles. Shows the platform was adaptable.
Interesting. Okay, so wrapping this up, the P-Bandai HG 144th GN Arms Type-E real color version. It's quite a package. Detailed design, that strategic grade synergy thing we talked about, and just a really significant, powerful presence in the Gundam Zeroed story. It's more than just an accessory. It's almost iconic in its own right.
Absolutely. And this whole deep dive, it really shows how these support units work on multiple levels, right?
In the story, yeah. But also how they connect different model kits and experiences for us collectors. It makes you think about how you build your display. So let me ask you listening, thinking about how Bandai designs these complementary kits, what really stands out to you about that strategy, and how does it actually enhance or maybe even change how you display your collection? Yeah, that's a great question. We'd definitely love to hear your thoughts on this P-Bandai release. Do you like displaying your Exia docked with the GN Arms, or do you prefer them separate? Let us know down in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Gundam universe, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That way you won't miss out on future stuff we cover.
Yeah, definitely helps us out.
And as always, just a quick note, this audio was generated using an AI, Gemini. If you happen to spot any mistakes or inaccuracies in the information we shared, please do let us know in the comments. We'll do our best to correct things, depending on our workload, of course.